Snowflakes on the concrete, city wrapped in muted white. Traffic lights are bleeding color softly into night. Footprints disappearing faster than I say your name. Every step I take feels like a half-forgotten frame. Breath turns into ghosts that drift above the frozen ground. Whispers that we traded still hang faintly in the sound. I'm walking through the moments where you once were by my side. Now I'm just a silhouette the winter tries to hide. I'm a fading shape in all this glow, losing track of where I'm meant to go. If you feel this cold inside your chest, will you pull me closer to your breast? Am I just a trace in your falling snow, or a spark you feel when the night runs slow? I was slipping under in the silent storm, till the thought of you kept my heartbeat warm. If I disappear in the frozen air, promise me you'll find me somewhere there. When the world turns quiet and I'm alone, you're the fire under all this snow. Billboards in the distance hum a soft electric hymn. Reflections in the storefronts show the me I could have been. I'm sending out a signal through the wind that cuts my skin, hoping through the static you can hear me calling in. Cobblestones remember every story that we wrote, carried on the backs of all the words we never spoke. I'm tracing all the letters with my footsteps in the frost, praying that your memories won't ever count me lost. I'm a fragile light in all this gray, trying not to flicker out today. If you feel this tremble in your bones, let it lead you where I'm all alone. Am I just a trace in your falling snow, or a spark you feel when the night runs slow? I was slipping under in the silent storm, till the thought you kept my heartbeat warm. fading slow, but your light is one thing I still know. Neon on the sidewalks, faces in a blurry stream. Everyone connected, still we're lonely in between. Typing out a feeling that I'll never really send. Watching all the green lights fade to gray again. Scrolling through the moments that don't feel like they are mine. Living in a highlight reel, frozen in a timeline. I could be a stranger in a crowd of pixel eyes, searching for a heartbeat on the other side. Quiet line beneath your voice, in the endless feed that never ends. Would you recognize me as a friend? I was lost in a digital ocean, drowning in a stream of motion. Every signal faded out of range. Nothing in my world would ever change. Then you could probe to the glare of window, like a message cutting through the echo. Now this empty screen feels like a home. When in bed, I don't feel alone. Billboards selling daydreams, filters on a borrowed face. We're all chasing shadows that we're scared to really trace. I was just a username that flickered in your view, ghosted by the algorithm till I ran into you. You replied to silence like you somehow heard my mind. Typed a simple "Are you okay?" and pulled me back in time. Suddenly the traffic lights and sirens in the air. It didn't feel so hollow, 'cause I knew they both were there. In the noise your words were clear and bright, like a beacon in the satellite. I was losing color in the dark, then you lit a fire in my heart. I was lost in a digital ocean, drowning in a stream of his notion. Every signal fading out of range. Nothing in my world would ever change. Then you broke through the glare of the window, like a message cutting through the echo. Now this empty screen feels like a home. When you're there, I don't feel alone. Take me where the wires can't reach, where we don't have to hide behind a speech. Turn the city's humming into song. Make this broken network feel like home. If the servers crash and lights go down, will you stay until we hear the sound of our hearts sinking in the dark, far away from where we used to fall apart? I was lost in a digital ocean, drowning in a stream of Footsteps fade on hollow floors. Windows fall with ghostly doors. I trace your name in window frost, but never thought you'd count the cost. Is anyone out there? But you heard me through the noise. Streetlights blink like lullabies, echoes where familiar eyes. You left no note, just morning light and coffee rings where you sat last night. You stayed even when I disappeared. I was lost in the city, but you heard me through the noise. Now silence doesn't scare me, 'cause your breath's in every room. Not a word, but I feel you turning shadows into boom. I was lost in this day, but you heard me through the noise. You heard me. You're still here. Ferris wheel is frozen in a half-forgotten spin. Neon letters flicker, losing battles they won't win. Cotton candy colors washed to monochrome and gray. I walk between the shadows where our laughter used to play. Ticket booths abandoned, echoes filling up the space. Ghosts of painted smiles are hiding in the carousel's face. I hold a broken bracelet like a timeline in my hands. Every charm a moment we could barely understand. I'm wandering through memories on display, trying not This connection has its own invisible cost. I stand beside the bumper cars that never crash again. Like how we stopped colliding when we left the Trevi 10. The mirrors in the funhouse show 1,000 different needs. One that stayed beside you, one that fell down to his knees. I trace my fingers down the glass. I wish that I could choose the version where I never had to watch you left behind. I'm a fading light along your way, hoping you still see me from the day. If your heart remembers how we shine, follow all the signs I left behind. Am I just a ghost in your memory now, or a distant voice in a quiet crowd? I was slipping through this empty ground till the thought of you turned me around. If I fade tonight where the bright lights die, will you see my outline in the sky when the music stops and the noise is gone? Be the song that keeps my heart turned up. When the gates are locked and no one stays, would you walk with me inside this maze? When the last light flickers in the air, be the glow that proves you still care. If the world forgets a little show, will you keep its colors in your soul? Am I just a ghost in your memory now? You're the only one who still knows how. I was drifting lost on this hollow ground till your quiet faith pulled me back around. If I fade tonight where the bright lights die, you're the star that burns across my sky. When the music stops and the noise is gone, you're the song that keeps my heart turned in the fairgrounds hush. When the crowds are through, all that's left still shines because of you. Midnight on the sidewalk, every window glowing dim. Footsteps in the distance, but the streets feel hollowed in. Water on the pavement draws a map of where we've been. I follow every broken line to find your face again. Billboards on the corner fade like thoughts I can't recall. Every shadow stretches like your name against the wall. I'm talking to the silence like it might remember you. Searching through the raindrops for a sign to pull me through. I've been running circles in the cold, chasing all the things we couldn't hold. If you hear me calling from this place, will you pull me back into your grave? Are you still alive? feels heavier than my skin. Be the one who lets my heart back in. Taxi lights go by like fleeting chances I let go. Every passing stranger wears a face I used to know. I trace your silhouette in clouds that drift above the street, hoping that the universe can bring you back to me. The traffic hums a lullaby that keeps me half awake. I count the broken promises like stars I couldn't save. I whisper to the lampposts like they understand my pain, asking them to guide me where I'll see your smile again. I've been drawing constellations from pieces of the things we once were on. If you feel this tremor in the night, follow it and walk me to the light. Are you still alive in my darkened tie? Are you still the dream in these tired eyes? I was sinking slow in the pouring rain, till the thought of you cut through the haze again. If I fade away where the echoes fall, will you hear my voice through it all? When the night feels heavier than my skin, be the one who lets my heart back in. If I'm only shadows on your floor, would you open up a hidden door? If I disappear in waves of gray, would you paint me back in shades of day? Call my name before I lose my spark. Hold me close and pull me from the dark. Are you still alive in my tiny car? Are you still the dream in this tire ride? To the falling deep where the raindrops drown, till your memory turned my world over around. If I fade away where the echoes fall, you're the only one who feels it all. When the night feels heavier than my skin, you're the reason I can breathe again. In the quiet after all this rain, I can feel your heartbeat, be the feel. Late night on the rooftop, radio against my chest, searching through the stations like a heart that can't find rest. Static in the speakers sounds like everything we've missed. Fragments of your laughter buried in the snowy hiss. City hums below me like a distant muffled choir. Windows look like constellations set on crooked wire. I tune through every channel just to feel you in the noise, hoping I can catch the echo of your long forgotten voice. I'm a broken signal in the air, turn the dial and pull me out. Am I still a flicker on your frequency, or a song you lost in the circuitry? I was dropping out in the endless wide, till the thought of you brought back the light. If I fade away in the static storm, will you tune me in and keep me warm? When the world goes quiet, cold and deep, be the station I can always keep. Every lost connection is a line we never read. Voices overlap like all the words we left unsaid. I hear a distant chorus that reminds me of your name. Then it drowns in interference, but the feeling stays the same. Antennas on the skyline point to places I can't see, like all the roads I didn't take that could have led to you and me. I'm sending out a message through this trembling, battered frame. If you catch it in the darkness, will you answer just the same? I'm a lonely waveform in your sky, rising, falling, asking you why. If you sense a rhythm in the home, won't you play the song we've yet to become? Am I still a flicker on your frequency, or a song you lost in the circuitry? I was dropping out in the endless wide, till the thought of you brought back the the sky is clear, I can hear you singing in my ear. Streetlights fade to silver on the empty avenue. Raindrops on the window write your name, then blur from view. Cold air in my chest feels like a distant memory. I'm walking through the places where you used to walk with me. Every corner holds a shadow of the words we never said. Every echo in the tunnel sounds like you inside my head. I keep reaching for your hand in every stranger's face, but oh, I touch a silence in this unfamiliar place. I've been running circles in the dark, chasing the outline of your heart. If you can hear me through the haze, won't you guide me through this maze? Am I still a spark in your fading sky? Are you still the star in my tired eyes? I was falling down through the midnight blue, till I felt the light reaching out from you. When the world goes dim and the colors die, will you be the dawn breaking through my night? If I lose my way where the shadows bloom, promise you'll lead me back to you. Footsteps on the pavement echo softer than before. Every open door, it feels like just another door. I'm tracing all the memories like constellations torn, trying to find the galaxy where both our hearts were born. The city keeps on moving while I'm frozen in between. I'm watching all the headlights flow like distant lucid dreams. I whisper to the twilight, asking if you feel me still, or am I just a fragment of a wish you couldn't fill? I've been drawing maps of yesterday, hoping I could find a way. If you remember how we shined, call my name across the night. Am I still a spark in your fading sky? Are you still the star in my tired eyes? I was falling down through the midnight blue, till I felt the light reaching out from you. When the world goes dim and the colors die, will you be the dawn breaking through my night? If I lose my way where the shadows bloom, promise you'll lead me back to you. If I'm just a whisper in the rain, would you pull me closer once again? If my voice gets buried in the storm, will your heart remember how it formed? Take my fear and turn it into flame. Call me by our forgotten name. In the quiet when the night is cold, be the hand I used to hold. Am I still a spark in your face? felt so lost when your hand won't let go. Shadows on the ceiling, city lights are bleeding, footsteps in the distance echo where you used to be. Names on dirty windows, drawn by hands still shivering. I'm walking through the afterglow of every broken dream. Every street is calling out your name, but all I hear is silence in the rain. I've been chasing ghosts inside my mind, trying not to fall behind. Am I still alive in your fading echoes, reaching for a light in the undertow? I was disappearing, sinking down below, till you pulled me from the dark I used to know. If I lose myself in these empty shadows, promise me you'll find me when I'm low. When the world turns quiet and the colors go, hold me while the night is running slow. Billboards flicker softly like memories collapsing, faces in the crowd blur into waves of gray. Time is bending slowly, all the clocks are laughing. I'm stuck between the past we had and what just slipped away. Where every thought is painted in your light, still I'm getting swallowed by the night. I've been tracing outlines in the dark, where I once could feel your heart. Am I still alive in your fading unconscious, for a light in the undertow? I was disappearing, sinking down below, till you pulled me from the dark I used to know. If I lose myself in these empty shadows, promise me you'll find me when I'm low. When the world turns quiet and the colors go, hold me while the night is running slow. Can you hear me calling, calling from the other side? I'm a distant signal, lost beneath the city sky. If your heart remembers how we used to feel alive, full of every whisper, I'm still here behind your eyes. Can you hear me calling, calling from the other side? If your heart remembers, I'm still here behind your eyes. Am I still alive in your fading echoes, looking for a light in the undertow? I was disappearing, sinking down below, till you pulled me from the dark I used to know. If I lose myself in these empty shadows, promise me you'll find me when I'm low. When the world turns quiet and the colors go, stay with me until the sunrise glows. Shadows slowly leaving as the night turns cold. In the quiet morning, I am not alone. Street lights on the surface flicker through the water's skin. Everything above me feels like worlds I've never been. Voices turning distant as I sink beneath the sound. Every thought is slower where the daylight can't be found. I see your reflection breaking in the river's glass. Ripples like the memories of days we couldn't last. Reaching out to grab them, but they slip between my hands. Like all the second chances that we never got to plan. I'm drowning in a sea of what we were, trying to remember every word. If you hear me calling from below, would you dive into the undertow? Am I still alive in ocean eyes, in a distant dream where the shoreline lies? I was going under in the heavy blue, till the thought of you pulled my body through. Ever I fade away where the currents roam, will you drag me back to solid stone? When the world above me starts to cave, be the hand that lifts me from the waves. Headed lights on the breeze, you're like the stars I used to trust, shining in the distance while I'm sinking through the dust. Echoes of your laughter swim around my hollow chest, pieces of a song that once could keep me from the depths. I'm counting all the bubbles like the secrets that we kept, floating to the surface while I'm running out of breath. If I could find a ladder made of all the truths we spilled, I'd climb back to the moment where our light was never killed. I'm a quiet ripple left behind in the river running through your mind. If you feel this pull beneath your feet, won't you jump and meet me in the deep? Am I still alive in your ocean eyes, or a distant dream where the shoreline lies? I was going under in the heavy blue, till the thought of you pulled my body through. If I fade away where the currents roam, will you drag me back to solid stone? When the world above me starts to cave, be the hand that lifts me from the waves. If the tide is stronger than my will, would you hold me steady, keep me still? If the stars are swallowed by the sea, will you be the sky